Hi, this week I'm bringing you not a grapple video. First time ever, not a grapple video. But anyways, we're covering Titan ejectings, how to strafe out of them, all the different Titan eject types, all that good stuff. But that's all I got, so strap in. I'm your coach, Crip6. Let's get started. Alright, so to begin, we're just going to do regular ejections. So regular ejections are the same as prematurely ejecting when you hit whatever keybind you have to prematurely eject. For PlayStation, it's the up arrow key. I believe for PC, the default is X. But anyways, all you have to do to eject strafe is do air strafing like we taught in the movement guide as soon as you get out of the Titan. So what I like to do whenever I do a normal eject is I usually hold to the left first as soon as I press the last button of the eject sequence. So left on both sticks, or A and swipe to the left with your mouse on mouse and keyboard. But I like to hold left on both of my sticks as soon as I press the last button, and then after 3/4 of a second I switch back to the right and air strafe however I need to once I'm done with that. So as you can see, I hold to the left and then go back right, and then I can take it back to the left if I want to go back straight, and I can end up wherever I want to be in full control. And it's useful. Eject strafing is super useful. I recommend learning it. And now we're going to go over the different types of ejections, such as stealth auto eject and nuke eject. Alright, so now I have put Stealth Auto Eject on my Titan, which is the first Titan kit, Stealth Auto Eject. So this automatically ejects you whenever you've taken enough damage to enter a doom state. It automatically ejects you in a cloaked form so that you're harder to see, and hopefully you won't die whenever you eject is the goal. So I'm just going to damage myself here to show you guys how it works. So it automatically ejects you. I'm now cloaked, and you can still air strafe out of it. But the problem with stealth auto eject is you don't necessarily get your timing right for stealth auto eject. So you might get doomed, and you know it's coming when you're going to get doomed, but you could also get doomed at a really random time from a random pilot that's shooting a charge rifle from across the map at you, and that will throw you off balance, and you might not be able to eject strafe properly, and because of that you get goosed out of the air, and it just wouldn't be a good situation. That's why I personally don't run stealth auto eject, just because I like to control when my Titan dies and lives. So I recommend not using it, but it is a good Titan kit if you want to avoid being goosed at, get your best opportunity to not be goosed. It's pretty useful. So now that we've talked about the pros and cons of stealth auto eject, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of nuke eject. So nuke eject is, again, the first Titan kit. It's the bottom left one, and this, whenever you enter a doom state, preps a nuke core in your Titan so that it will blow up as soon as you eject, dealing just tons of damage. It can automatically kill anything that's near it, even a full health ogre class Titan. So we're gonna damage ourselves here so you guys can see. So you get into a doom state, you eject. What you do is you instantly start holding, and you still get to eject strafe. It's a bit harder, but if you start holding your movement keys the second you finish your eject sequence bind, you get to still eject strafe, and it ends up not being bad, and you get to deal tons of damage in the meantime. Alright, so now we get to talk about the cons of nuke eject. Cons: 1, everybody knows when you're nuke ejecting. It's not hard to tell when a Titan's nuke ejecting, so everybody is able to just run away from it. It's not exactly hard to tell. The only times you get any kills on any form of experienced players with nuke eject is if they're caught by surprise, or they're slide hopping past the area where you're nuke ejecting and just happen to get caught in it. So it doesn't usually work. You only get lucky sometimes. And also, as a grapple main myself, it isn't great to use nuke eject because you can't grapple back down to a building afterwards. Because let me show you what happens when you do. You die. Now, the reason grappling down after you eject is useful is if you know you're going up against people that have good aim or are just really good at goosing other pilots, it's useful to be able to grapple back down just like that so that they don't get the goose on you, which works better than eject strafing. So that's why I personally run just normal ejections, nothing modifying, altering, or doing anything to my ejections, because it's just easier for me not to get goosed. And if you are going to run the other ejections, I recommend getting your timing right, learning it, you know, going in a private match like I am, figuring out what you can and cannot do, all that good stuff, and just practice, and just be situationally aware when you're in game. Alright, but that's all I have for you guys. That is essentially all 3 forms of Titan ejecting. That's all I got. Make sure you join all the communities in the link down below. Make sure you follow me at twitch.tv/Crip6. I'm trying to grow over there, as always. And subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that stuff. Comment down below if I missed anything. I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.